is who plays for BSU Volleyball Club.
Yes.
That is in the Serie B at Kampala level.
Yes.
Nicknamed kind of a player. I remember seeing that just so much way back in Kakova.
Mixing some Nyankole.
It's okay.
So twabatangirira mnonga okureba omupiira gwitu gw'amaani ogwa St. Catherine Girls na Immaculate Heart Nyakibale. Immaculate Heart neshanga omuri Rukungiri Nyakibale kandi nibo ba reigning undefeated champions of volleyball omu category ya under 20. Nibo batwire ekikopo eki emirundi ebiri bakusinga St. Jerome SS Ndama. So tutukubasa kubagaya omu category last year bakaba qualifyingire kuza bukedia kandi bakaba ba champions ba district konka bija baluzinga St. Jerome SS Ndama region. Ekyo kintu kikabaho mwako gwahwire kandi kigali kye kyabaho mwako ogu konka ezesha hantu expecting amchango because under 20 yabeta hane koraje kandi nigamwe amashomero ahagabenga training aje kandi gakuzana omuzano gwa volleyball okumala obwire bwingi tukuzaho side y'abagenzi bitu aba St. Catherine Girls omuri kazo ontureba ngo omuzano ogu mbaguzande kumala obwire.
That is St. Catherine and from Kazo, and they are now good to go. We are ready to see so much talent from Immaculate Heart Girls. Options like Muiza Sara, Namutu Joanita, Audrey Joan, Catherine, Muhindo Goreti, Nahurira Yvonne, Patience, Twine Blessed, their assistant captain, and Taremwa Patience, their second libero, coached by a good coach. Mbine Alex, their coach, and of course captained by Namutu Joan, and we are ready to see so much action from them.
Yes, so when you talk about Coach Alex Mbine, this is one of the veteran volleyballers, you know, Akazaho, Katikamo SDA, played some good volleyball, you know, coached some good teams like Mass, Mbaro University of Science and Technology, coached good schools, good clubs like Amazon, he was at Maryhill, of course in Imbara, and let's not forget that he was once called upon to coach the under 20 team. Of the national team, that is the Uganda Chief Volleyball Cranes. By then the Uganda Volleyball Federation was led by Madam Hadija Namanda, that was the president of the Uganda Volleyball Federation. So we see him as a veteran coach, we see him with experience. Ntureba ngu yako is a pedigree yeye na aza kuba aine a slight advantage over Coach Gift. Coach tukuja unu coach mbi, coach njire teams inunyika Sedes, Sapesienta, ba champions ba under 20 volleyball, that is Omchiruhura district. So na when Murunji Konka, he's one of the junior coaches Ariuna Akura. So we expect a challenge to come, but Alex comes in this game with a pedigree. He has been in the sport for some time. So Nturebangu like him naine nkaka kubana aza kuchizara mugenzi we noreba mukuba muri omupiira mu comparing let's say Pep Guardiola mu comparing na ba Arteta. So I'm seeing Coach Gift being a son of Coach being Arteta. Yeah, that doesn't stop him from picking up the challenge. But the schools look okay. The athletes look fine. So we expect much from them. We saw good volleyball come from St. Catherine. They are good at passes. They are passing over the ball. Their defense is okay, and service is also fine. So we see Immaculate Heart Nyachivale being a good team, but their strength is in serving. Okay. So they are good servers. So we expect a lot from them. They have to serve very well. They have to be principled in defense so that they can win this game.
And lots of talents from St. Catherine Girls Kazo, including Grace Bridget Kellen, Ochepa Martha Sheena Chalon, Dion Rachel Patricia, Joy Flavia, and captained by sharp number 12, that's Alice. And she's close to the net. She should be a very good shooter. And now in serving position, St. Catherine are in serving. And I like the morale boost from St. Catherine. And netting from St. Catherine.
Yeah, that is called a net foul from St. Catherine.
Rachel, shot number 6.
Yes, but it was a poor pass still from Immaculate Heart Girls, because you are supposed to pass that ball to the setter, so that the setter gives it to either middle or it should score. So it was a poor pass, but still they had to foul.
And service for Immac. Immac 1, St. Catherine 0. Bad touch from Immac.
Yes, it is a bad touch, but still that is called a block out, because they are supposed to block the ball and play it back. But the game has just started. All we expect is 1-1 now. Who will pass it best, who will block best, and who will at least defend it best. I think the one with better basics will be the one to play out to win this game. So that's a good pass and a backcourt. It's only back that your captain as well to deliver Alice. But the game has just started. So the teams need to settle in the first places and first times. We can see, so that we can see the game go.
Immac leading by 2-1.
This is what exactly I was telling you, Mr. AP. 2-2. When you come to play the ball, or when you come to play such a game that is tense, because remember, whoever wins this game will come on top of the table. That is, if at all
they both not lost yet.
Yeah, no. Catherine has 1-0, and of course, Immaculate hasn't lost yet. But we are sure that if at all they win this game, they will come out as top, so that they will meet Namagunga. And remember, St. Catherine lost to Trinity College. So that means right now, Immaculate Heart has to win this game to top the game. To top the poll, rather. Yeah. Then, if at all St. Catherine doesn't win, which is Akujigumiramu, back service 3-3. Yes, we're expecting some good volleyball from these two giants, because as I told you earlier, volleyball is a game of emotions, but it's a game of winning. At the end of the day, you need to serve well, you need to set well, and you need to pass over the ball. If you don't pass over the ball, then you have to be two, at least, techniques of winning. You have to either play defensively or offensively. So I have a feeling that if Immaculate can serve, the way I told you they are good at serving, that is Muiza serving. If they can save
from Muiza Sarah,
and she serves the net. This is what I was telling you about.
4-3. Yes. In favor of Immaculate.
Irrespective of it being 4-3, this is what I was telling you about, Mr. AP. I told you, if Immaculate can serve all very well, because they are good at serving, they can win over the game convincingly. If they can pass the ball to the setter, it will come. Look at what I'm telling you. That is Muiza serving. Remember, another good and serving. That is what we call an S. That is the second S. So it means that if it is their strength in serving and they are experiencing it and they are putting it into practice, I will see them comfortably having a win over St. Catherine. Wow. Omuzani yana maku serving. Ezesha Haman guy Immaculate Heart service. So nkimanyiza ng'omwana akamuyiza yazayo akasavinga emirundi ebiri okusinga nikibarangwire kandi nakunuya nki nkibateganisa abakoota akira egyo omupiira toragusetinga egyo okagaruka okakola ki okagurenzya so hati noreeba yagurisivinga gye yaguteekaho gye hagati and that is maturity, that is what we call coverage 5-4 to cover but it is going on very well and that is what I was telling you about this game.
And Immaculate still taking the lead 5-4. And now in the serving position, Sharon serves for St. Catherine and crossing.
Yeah, that is a crossing foul. Konka crossing foul ekahinduka. Waza crossing ekigere kyonna kine kuba kiri side ya kuli. To those who don't understand the language we are using, we are saying if you must cross, you need the whole leg has to pass the lines. But still, there was a net foul. It's only that you call one foul at a go.
Okay.
So that is what is happening. And that is what we call at least a miscalculation from Joanny and of course Yvonne, the other side.
7-6 now.
St. Catherine. I think still tight. That is why you see one of the coaches is intensely waiting and watching the game.
Nice fight.
That is a good defense, of course, from the captain, St. Catherine. Good attack, good pass from the Bello. That's a good cover. Now, this is the volleyball I was telling you about.
Now they settled.
You have one chance of playing the ball. And it will be to who reduces the errors
7 up
that will take this game. That is what I was telling you about.
Okay, 6 up. 6-6.
That is what we call a 4-ball in volleyball. When the ball doesn't pass and hits the net, we call it a 4-ball. But Asha number 18 looks to be a good player,
7
and the pass was good. It's only that the conversion of the ball was a better one, and we can see the coaches saying the balls are heavy, and
you mark 7 and 6 for St. Catherine.
Yes. And that is among his serving. Who later plays as an opposite, and she's in senior 3 at Immaculate Girl Nyativale. That is a dump and a good block by Joan. Good pass from Patience. Good set from Joan, and the setup pass is it, of course, to the Ribeiro who plays it over. And Flavia goes for an attack, and the Ribeiro fails to defend it to bring it back.
7 up now.
So it is 7-7, but you can see both teams haven't played to their best. But you know what is the game. If these athletes can do what at least 70% of what they do in training, I think we can witness good volleyball as never before. But a competition is a competition, Mr. Epi, rather. But a competition is a competition, and at least that tenseness has to come. That's why some of them are anxious. You know, they are rushing to score a point. They cannot take their time. They cannot deliver. But we are going to see good volleyball. It's a good pass, good attack from the captain, and she misses, of course.
8 for St. Catherine now. Alice doing some very good job.
She looks
captain performance from her.
She's on, and you can see by the time she's having a good timing of the ball. She's passing it over, and the pass is good. That's a good service.
9 for St. Catherine and 7 for Imac.
It's a good service, and I told you, to the game, it goes to who serves right, who does right, and who plays right. In volleyball, it's all about reducing your errors. The moment you reduce your mistake, it is good and you find it winning. And it becomes easy and hard.
Girl has some good service.
But the service is okay, but if you cannot maintain it, then it cannot be good. Because at the end of the day, this team will be getting a point if you fail to convert it over. So,
9-8. 8 for Imac and 9 for St. Catherine.
Yes. But still, we haven't seen some at least enticing rally
service from Nahurida Yvonne.
Yeah. That's a good pass from Yvonne. Good set from Joanita. And Joan, of course, goes for a dump. Also, it's defended, but then goes right. You see, that is what I was telling you about.
9-9.
9 all when we serve and you can't reach the ball. when we serve and you can't receive well the ball, this is what happens. Bantu mwe tuwachitangu waserving ompira okaburwa gwatira kuriya no wabarekere nzu bagenzi bantu. I think those people who are live on Tayari West, they need to also know in their language, you know, because it is their home ground, but still we see coach Gibbs ezeshaha ariona yetomuzani wena agamba nawe na amugambira omupira oshimukano gutera ayigushimukano guza kugira ngo wate kamuka akafu kache omupira ngoro guswari.
Now Reda Yvonne serving again.
Yes, good pass.
Well received. Point for St. Catherine. They take the lead again, 10-9.
And that is what I was telling you about. If you come and you see the block is there and you just try to decide and you look for, it's all about knowing how, when, and where to score. I think you can win the game easily. It's a good service, good pass, good set from Juanita, and this is the second time Joan is trying to score.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Western spiking chance.
That's a good set. Precious goes hard, the ball is out. So
11
na nienda kushobora eke abantu abariyokwe abarembareba TV ya Tayari we epi Haaland na nienda kubashobora ekintu echa antennas abantu nibabasa kureba obwo bwoma oburyo mu rubaju rwa net oburyo bw'extimba nibabweta antennas on volleyball kandi nibwo kubamba pima ekishaya kikoma omukishayi so hadi kompira baregware twakuriya kandi babajangware twaheru so nikintu manisa ngwizira aheru ya antenna. Yes, so
11 now
obwo buntu nibabweta antennas eriyoro ninga tinka ya TV ninga ki kokana antennas.
11.
That's a good pass from St. Catherine.
Well blocked. 12 for IMMAC.
And she failed to play it over.
IMMAC 12 and St. Catherine 11. Another good lead for IMMAC. Still pushing high in the game.
Well, that's Joan serving, and she has a good service. I can tell you, she's number 7.
Yeah, Joan.
She is a good server. So we expect much from her. At least she can give you 1 or 2 points, but she failed to make it.
Yes.
So that means the points have to go 12. It's already the tie. But I want to assure you one thing, Mr. Epi Haaland. Be rest assured that by the time the game gets to 17-18, one team will break away. That one I can assure you. Looking at the way they are playing, at least one team will break away. Be sure of that. That's a good pass from the captain. Tries to opt for a backcourt. The attack is well. The libero touches.
Wow.
Good chase from Amon.
Wow.
And finally, the libero brings the ball. It's out, but she plays it. Good set. Let's see how she will complete it. It's a good attack.
Wow.
Good save. That's a good save.
Wow.
On the ball.
Fight from
the ball is back. That's what we call pedigree of fighting. That's what I told you. The ball is back.
And now, point for IMMAC once again. 13-12.
13-12. But it was a good fight. It was a good fight. And of course, it was a good kick from Amon. You call them saves, but for us, you call them dig. In volleyball, it's called a dig. So you can call it a save, but in volleyball, it's called a dig. So she made a good dig there, and at least it has brought her, of course, a good score for Immaculate Heart. That's a good service from Juanita. Completely pass to the captain, St. Catherine. Good touch again. I think Immaculate Heart is trying to rush the game.
Yeah.
Of which they need to breathe in. It is 13-13, but they need to breathe in. I think if they breathe in, they can do better than this. Not forgetting the pedigree and resilience that St. Catherine is also bringing on board, but we are seeing good volleyball from these young lads. Remember, this is the category of under 17, and they are doing everything to their capacity. 14 IMMAC, 14 for Immaculate Heart, and it's a good score from Amodinga, who tried to opt for energy, but she failed, and they still got a point. But she can use energy and fail to.
14 in favor of IMMAC, and 13 for St. Catherine.
And it is the race to 25. Who will be there first? So that we can end. So this is what I told you about the antenna. The moment the ball is behind the antenna, the ball is out.
15-13.
Orwahaka tontijango mupira gwarengo oriorogo wokureba ahachitimba. Omengo mupira ngugwaza heru. Muza kwebuza chitimba kanishwayo kano mpira kagwabuchiro abwenche bataguzana. Obo orio nobo koreka ngo mpira gurukai guria heru. I told you on court. If you can win IMMAC, If you can remember very well, by the time we were starting this, Mr. A.P. Haaland, I told you, Immaculate Heart, the strength of the game is in service. I think you can see how they are doing it. They are facing the game. They are passing the ball. They know when and how and where to serve the ball. So this gives them an advantage of winning this game. I'm not saying they're going to win it, but you can see it puts them in front of an advantage. Yes. That is a poor pass from the Ribeiro, and then they give a free ball. That is one touch to the setter, Joanita. Good set. And among goes hard. That's a good thing. There was a good free ball received by the Ribeiro. Good set by Joan. And it's a dumper in the middle. That is Miza for you. 17.
And you had the right prediction.
Yes. I told you by there, one team has to break away. We are used to volleyball. These are two balancing teams. So that means whoever comes, and we here are now called for a timeout. That is to St. Catherine, called by Coach Gift. And this is what I was telling you about. Immaculate Heart Girls is still taking the lead. And I told you that they've got the resilience, they've got the pedigree that they need in this game. It is all about to know how, when, and where to score the ball. Yes. They are serving very well. They have tried to cover very well. You saw them how they are fighting to go and at least have a touch on that ball. And I think it is paying off.
They are doing so far so well. And the score, 17-13.
Yeah, that is 17-13. But let's not forget, there was a time there were 9-9-10, yes, 11-11. But I told you, whoever has that resilience, whoever has that pedigree, has to just break away. Because it is the rest of 25. Abayamba tureba ogw'omuzaano nogweramu abugoba 25. So ezeshaha aba Immaculate Heart bine 17 kandi aba St. Catherine Girls abine 13. So nikimanyisa ngu aratange ari 25 nwe arasinga omuzaano ogwo kandi tukuzana ekitweta games of best of 3 ningashi arabanze kutera mugenzi we obugoba bubiri niwari kuba yasinga. So Immaculate kera asinga ko kubanza na St. Catherine kasinga ko kubanza ntukuza omukagoba akaba kota decisive set. So kumurareba aba basinga na bari abasinga ntukuza omukagoba kamero. Immaculate yabusinga bona bubiri game ne yaho kandi tutunanga Immaculate Heart Girls Nyakibale niyo yayebembera table yabo omuzano ogwabisi ogwa under 17. And turebo mpira mu good set from the right, and she uses energy, but it is hard out. This is 18-13. 18 ahari 13 ekinana kugambira nti aine ruizes resilience ya mana ragirete arayereke pedigree ararwane munonga okukwata omupira nuwara asinga omupira gwerizoba abikibi Immaculate bariyone barwana ne bakwata omupira noreba bariyo bakosamana bariyone basavingaje kandi batandika kuba careful. So it means they have reduced on their mistakes, and that's why they are having this lead. I think that is a good service from Patience. Of course, Immaculate Heart. It's a good back court, good touch from the Ribeiro, and Yvonne opts for a dump and it's post 19. So it becomes 19-13. So that means
6-point margin.
It's a 6-point lead, but don't forget they are 13 all. So that means with the pedigree I told you about from both coaches, it is the one that is exhibiting here. Because you can see St. Catherine has all it takes to win. It has good receivers. It has people who can pass over the ball, people who have energy. But I told you that I think the resilience, the digs and the covers. This is what I told you about. I can tell you, and I can assure you, it will help the school league. And the team is performing very well. So we have to play a long pass. One good set by Janita. And with the final try to attack. It's a good touch. Girls are dying and fighting to touch the ball. It's a good pass. Good cover from the Ribeiro. The ball is up. Good pass. On court. The ball is off. Oh. Really?
Point to St. Catherine.
That was too tricky. That was too tricky because we have the first ref who is supposed to call, but the second ref, her role is to assist, not to insist.
Yes.
So that's why it's called the second referee. So all decisions are almost made by the first referee. So at times, the second ref just assists. The
24 IMAC, 2014 now.
Yes. Then a refu wakabiri ogweno ko kumuyambaho kugira ngo ahari abatarebere amuyambeho. It's a good touch from the Ribeiro, good set, good play from St. Catherine. That is Joanita makes a good set, good jump from
nice block,
and they fail to win the ball.
15 for St. Catherine.
Yes.
And of course, we have a lot of games that are going on.
Yes.
And updates from the UCU volleyball courts.
Yes.
Standard High School Zana beat Charity College 2-0 in volleyball boys.
Yes.
And Ginger College beat St. Joseph's Vocational Rushasha 2-0.
Yes.
And Hilton High Mukono also beat Chigando SS 2-0.
Yes.
And Wampe Wontake beat Adelante Africa SS 2-0.
Adelante Africa SS,
yes. And Hilton High School Mukono beat Chamate 2-0.
Chamate from Ntunga Modern. Feroma Christian High School, the hosts, of course, had to defeat St. Paul's Vocational Yanga 2-0. And it was a good game and it was worth watching.
Yes.
So those who know volleyball and those who saw all the basics of volleyball, I think it was a good game.
21
was worth watching. Yes.
I enjoyed the second set.
Yeah, the second set was one. Both teams were playing. Both teams were playing. Each area from the court. That is not our role because we have a principal person to tell us. Because in volleyball, it is a decision that is made. It is a decision that is made by the first ref. First ref, whether out or on, we still to respect the umpire's call.
So many controversies in this game.
Those are naturally in the game right now, but at bigger levels, we have the video challenge. No, it's a common point. It's a common point. It's 21-15. That was a common point. The moment the ref rises all both index fingers, just know it is always a common point. And I was telling you that such have to happen because in Uganda, it's just of recent that we have invented in the video challenge. Wow, nice block. Right, it's a good defense and a carry. Block. Yeah, it's a carry, but after a good defense that was joined by Joanita and Joan.
22-15.
These happen to be some of the players, of course, of Immaculate Heart, and you can see their height. Being under 17, they are young but slightly tall. So with these long hands, it comes to an advantage of them. Block very well. 16 service from, of course, Among, but she has been doing good. Doing very well. She made the first dig, if you can remember. The ball had gone, but they are all playing well. With resilience, we see pedigree, and I can assure you, I can tell you and assure you, Mr. Epi Haaland, I'm seeing
23 for Immac.
I'm seeing Immaculate winning this set because having 23 points, it means you're just 2 points away to 25. That is the first game of the first set. And you can see the front court is very well. You're having a tall block of John, you're having an opposite of Amodin, and you can tell Pesha, who is a good attacker as well. They can play some good defense. That is one touch from the libero. Good pass, good set, and Joan goes harder. Try to touch the ball. Next, Amodin saves. Good play from Ivona. And Amodin, of course, plays it over. Good pass from St. Catherine. Good set. She jumps high. That's a good save. She jumps and touches the ball over. And finally, the ball is out. 24, of course, in favor of Immaculate Heart Girls Nyativare. Remember, they are the second in Kigezi region, and they are displaying some good volleyball, ladies and gentlemen. Second time out call for Team St. Catherine. Of course, that is Coach Gifter, and he's trying to make things happen. He is waiting, of course, to pass over the ball, to relax and see what they can do.
And of course, updates from the Seta University basketball courts. We have some basketball boys action going on.
Yes, sir.
And Forest Hill Mukono beat Amus. That is a surprise.
That is a surprise.
30-25.
And
Budo SS.
Those are the kings of basketball, of course.
SS,
yes, sir.
44-12.
Yes.
Aga Khan beat St. Andrea Kawa 36-34.
That was a tight one.
School from Fort Poto.
Yes.
They beat St. Joseph's Ombachi 39-30.
That was a close one again.
Beat St. Andrea. That was already updated.
Yes, St. Andrea
36-34.
Yes.
And that's some of the updates straight from the SETA courts.
Yes.
And that's some of what is taking place in the world of basketball in the USSSA.
Yes, we are back live, of course, and I can tell you, it is 1 point away for Immaculate Heart Girls.
Yes.
And shot number 5, Yvonne's good serve. It's a good pass from the captain. Tries to dump and the ball is down. And finally, it's the end of the first set. That is 25 for us. End of the first set, ladies and gentlemen. I can see a handshake from Coach Alex, of course, and Coach Gift with a handshake and trying to dialogue one thing or the other. And we are seeing some resilience, of course, as I told you. Pedigree has ruled this game. Immaculate Heart wants this game like never before, because the moment they win it, they will come far. Of course, they will be the pool leaders, and of course, St. Catherine will still wait for what will come out from the Trinity College Nabingo game. I can assure you still, Mr. Epi, I can tell you that if at all St. Catherine loses this game, I think they will be out, because it would mean that Immaculate Heart Girls Nyachibari will be number 1, and the Trinity College Nabingo TCN, coached by a good coach, Genesis, will come as number 2. Then St. Catherine Girls will be number 3, and then Nyaka Vocational from Kanungu. They will be, of course, the 4th. To the Bukedia pool. So all the teams are playing so much to avoid Bukedia, who happens to be a threat, and the defending champions. Yeah. So you need to put on that respect for such a team, and it has shown resilience. They have the pedigree. They are undisputed volleyball champions of Uganda. So you need to put some respect over them. So I see, to my prediction, if Immaculate Heart Girls win this game, they will be in to play Namagunga, who will come second. And that means Trinity College Nabingo will be playing Bukedia Comprehensive in the under-17 championship of the girls category.
And now, first set over, and Immaculate Volleyball Girls take the lead. And if they win the next set, it will be over, because we play best of 3. And of course, if you win 2 consecutive sets, that means you are the winner of the game. And Imac are already back in the court.
Yes, that is because they are sure that they are capable of winning this game. They have all it takes to win it, and they are good to go, because you're always tense when the game is starting. But by the time you have a 1 late set, you feel like you're in the driving seat. So you have to be comfortable in that driving seat. The other way around, I was telling you about St. Catherine to qualify out of this pool. They have to do a lot right about now. They have to start out by winning this game. That is securing this set. Then they can go for a decisive set. So the moment they win that decider, it will mean that they will wait for what will come out from the Trinity College Nabingo game and the Nyaka Vocational game. Then it will base who is in and who is out, because each team will be having 1 loss. Let's not forget that Trinity College Nabingo lost Immaculate Heart Girls. So it means that right about now, Immaculate Heart Girls need this set to be safe and secure out of the pool at the head. Yes. They have all the capacity they need. They have the capability to win. So, but they will Sorry?
If they win.
If you come, Bukedia is already seeded as number 1 from their pool. So we are fighting to know who is coming as number 1 and who will come as number 2. So this means that if Immaculate comes out as number 1, they avoid the Bukedia. They will play Namagunga, who is number 2. So, and it will be time for Bukedia to face Trinity College Nabingo, who happens to be number 2. Will be automatically out, because they will be number 3.
So they go for the classification.
They will go automatically out for the classification of games. Meanwhile, others will be playing quarterfinals.
And now everything's set for the second set to go on, and testing of balls. Make the morale of the girls.
Morale in volleyball, of course, is an added advantage, just to make sure that the tenses get down, to make sure that the people have to raise,
And she destroys the morale with a bad service.
For the start, you need to start with a good server.
1-0 set Catherine.
You can have a good lead. And she has already served well, Joan. It's only that for the start, The pace is always okay. It's a good pass from Amodinga. And Patience plays over the ball. It's a good pass from the captain, trying to set, but makes an error. And finally, it's a good point from Juanita.
They all ran forward.
Captain Immaculate Heart Girls Nyachiva.
1-1.
She was the captain last year in the under-16 category in Bukedia Comprehensive. That the games that were there, and she's still showing us that she can do better. It was a good dump from her, and you can see she worked very well, and she was vigilant, saw space, and had to push over the ball that side. She is a good server, and we expect much from her. Let's see what she can do. It's a good service, as I told you, and this was a nice 2-1 IMAC. It is yes, 2, and she is giving us what we really want. She's a good server. She dumps, she gets a good serve, and she's scoring an S. So we can't be sure whether she's going for another S, whether she's going to float the ball, or she's going to use a lot of energy in this ball. Let us see what she can do. It's a good pass. And Brazil gets another one.
3-4 IMAC.
If you can remember very well on the start of this game, I told you the sense of Immaculate Heart. I told you they are good server.
Yes.
If the servers can be, if the service can be good for them, they will score and they will win comfortably. And this is what they are doing. They have a set in the pocket and they are doing it very well. They are comfortably in the driving seat. It's a good pass.
A good service. 4-1.
That is 4, and of course, in favor of Immaculate Heart.
Now move to Joanita, their team captain.
A player was watching. Disciplined like never before, I can tell you. And you can see what she's doing on court. And I can assure you, she might even go for the 5th point scoring an S because the contact is good. Yes. It's a dump, good covered. And she plays it back, tried. It's a defense. Good decision. Good. It was a good decision by
CAHTERINE.
Yes. Good decision by Muiza, but still
2-4. The scoreline now. And IMAC still leading the second set as well. They won the first, and if they win this set as well, they will emerge winners and ball out. IMAC regain and 5 for them.
That is what I was telling you about Mr. Epi Haaland. Now, look at shot number 6, Patience from Immaculate. She's going to give you the serve you need. It is hard, but it is slightly low, that's why it drops into the net. But it was a good for St. Catherine. It was a good floater service that would give us results. Abachiria TV tunyamurungi. Tubisi yango mpira nogwa St. Catherine Girls. Of course, kuruga kazo nezana na Immaculate Heart Girls Nyakibale okuruga omuli Rukunjiri. For St. Catherine kugendo mwisho mnonga kandi teams zona nizeetaga okuqualifyinga okureba okuzirarige omu group yabo. Ezeshawo okubyemerire Immaculate Heart echebembire group ejo ana points of course mukaga eya kabiri ni Trinity College na Bingo eine points 3 kandi St. Catherine Girls echine points nayo 3. Team eya
IMAC 5
team eya Nyaka Vocational tekafunda yo point yona omu group eji. So 5 up ebintu okubyemerire team ya Immaculate Girls Heart Nyakibale kera singe omuzano ogu neza kuba yasya points 9 kandi eyebembere table ezane team ya Namagunga eri omu group endijo bitu aha quarter finals.
5-5. Oh, miscommunication. And St. Catherine take a lead now.
Is always normal in volleyball. That is when the setter receives the ball. So there's no one to set. So she plays the pass, but there's no one to get the pass. 6-6. It's a good score from Amoding and Amongi. 6 and I can assure you, Amongi is one of the best talents we have to look at. Being a young and of course energetic, vibrant, charismatic player, you can see that irrespective of her being a young, she's coming and she's a promising talent worthy to rely on for Immaculate Heart Girls Nyakibale as a school. It's a good service from her. A good pass, of course, from the captain, St. Catherine. She tries to attack and she attacks the ball under the net. But that is what I told you about. We still have some frustrations in St. Catherine. They will work together point per point. But I can tell you, at a certain point, one team has to break away.
A very key factor in every sport.
Yes.
Consistency is key.
It's always key, but how best do you
7-7 now?
That is 7, and of course among the scores one first to convert one. But we have a good front court for Team Immaculate Heart. It has Joanita, of course, it has Joan and Yvonne. So if we get a good pass, I think we are expecting a point, and they serve outside.
8-7, Imac taking the lead again.
Shot number 5, of course, Yvonne is going to give us a good service. We know she has been serving well. And she can cover very well. So look at the front court I was telling you about. The defense line of Immaculate Heart. Having all those tall girls and, of course, able and experienced players as well. I think they can give us a score. That is good pass from among the good set. She goes for a backcourt, she attacks, and it scores. It's a good backcourt. She covers the ball. She's giving it to back, and she scores.
9 for Imac.
Yes.
7% Catherine.
That is what I was telling you about right about now. If Yvonne can maintain that serve, we have a good front court.
Yes.
The front court line of the match is looking very good. It is experienced and it can do much better than that. So we expect Yvonne to pass over the ball, and it's a good pass and it becomes a net.
10 for Imac.
Yes, and this will tell you that if Immaculate is breaking away from this game right about now,
yes,
I think it will be comfortable taking this lead, and we can see it win comfortably with ease. Not the real way we expected it, because we expected St. Catherine to raise a fight because they have good players and they can do exactly better than that. She opts for a line and scores.
8% Catherine.
A good score from the captain, of course, St. Catherine. She had a good jump, the takeoff was okay, and she goes line, and of course it delivers for her.
8% Catherine and 10 for Imac.
Shot number 4, St. Catherine going to serve. Tosses the ball high. It's a good service. It's out. She plays it well. Good touch. Good play by the Ribeiro. Good catch by the captain. We have some differences. That is Namoto Joanita for
11.
She can view. At least the intelligence is high. You can see what that he realizes what is coming. And she plays very well here. The Ribeiro is out. I think Muiza is coming in. Shot number 7. That is Joan passing diagonal to Muiza Sarah, who is also playing very well. And she gives a good service, good touch, good pass. Also the backcourt, but wide out. It's a timeout call for Team St. Catherine by Coach Gift. But let's not forget
Imac.
Immaculate is still comfortable.
7-4 St. Catherine.
Immaculate Heart is still showing some
that's a 6-point difference.
Yes.
And St. Catherine have to double their efforts.
But basing on the way we are seeing the momentum of the game, I'm seeing Immaculate cooling down and doing,
2-0.
What that's not what I said, but they are playing good. And that is the goal.
But so far, I haven't seen any game going to the determinant.
The decisive. That shows that some teams are too way higher, are stronger than the other, and they are bringing results the way they need them. It is risky to opt for a decider because it is always very hard to win the first set and win a decider. When you win the first set and you lose the second set, it's always hard to win a decider.
Did I see Bukedia boys lose a full game?
Yeah, they lost to Standardized School Zana. That is 2-0.
Yes.
I can assure you this time round, we are going to see even a good semi-final where we expect schools like Seroma, Bukedia Comprehensive, Standardized School Zana, of course, and of course our very own St. Paul's location of Uyanja, Wamatovu, Wapeo. I think we're going to see
14-7.
We are going to see some good volleyball at the finals. It will be of good teams. Not like last year where it was one-sided. But this time round, you can see the teams have come in numbers and they are doing okay and they are trying to play very well. It's a good pass from the captain, tries to pass it out. Good dig from Yvonne. Good set. Amongi goes for a backfoot and she scores.
15-7. I'm very happy now.
She's doing wonders. I told you, she's a player worth watching. She's a young lad that trusts and believes in herself, and we expect a lot from her. Imagine if she's under 17 and she's doing this in a lower class like senior 3, senior 3. What will be out of her at senior 4 or senior 5? What will be out of her at the university? We shall see such athletes being called up to the national team at a young age. And I want to thank the Uganda Senior Secondary Schools Association again for organizing this category of under 17. It has helped us to discover these young talents that won't be delayed and blocked by these older people. So of under 20. So if the young ones can have their own category and play, that means they have a chance of seeing a lot of talent, development, and of course, discoveries in such categories. And now, it's a good dig from Yvonne. Yvonne goes again. The captain makes a good pass. The setter tries to dump. It's a good cover from Yvonne. Setter tries to dump again. Yeah, it is just technical, and that is patience goes hard. It's called the good set from the setter. Good dump. Oh, nice.
8 for St. Catherine.
Yes.
They finally have their first point since the timeout.
Yeah.
And it was for them.
It was technical. You can see St. Catherine look like as if they are worn out. They have given up the game. That is why they are forgetting their position, forgetting when to serve, forgetting to where they will serve. I think it's becoming a technical game.
16-8.
They are at the verge of losing it, I can assure you. If you are chasing and you cannot serve over, you cannot defend, you cannot attack, I think then you need to use a lot of energy if you want to win.
Nice.
But you need to do all the basics. You have to be applying them so that you win such a composite team like Immaculate Girls at Nyachibale. That's a good touch from Patience. Good set. Hamoding opts for a dump. And it's a poor pass again from the captain.
17-8. He marked 17. And they are running away with it seemingly.
That is what I told you. Pedigree at the end of the day has to run. And the game
again, Namutu Joanita.
Still on the serve. We're having a substitution. And he goes for a service.
Of course, we hope for a fire service from her.
Yes, of course, a good one. She'll be given time for the seconds. A good service, as I told you, hard one. It's a good pass. Good cover from Yvonne. Good set from John, tries to dump, but it's covered. Good set. The ball is this side again. And crossing. That is what I told you about. That crossing is when the leg passes through that line. Timeout. It is a substitution call.
Substitution.
I think Coach Gift is opting for another setter.
And Dion is out.
Yeah, number 2 is out. And of course,
they bring on Kellen.
Kellen is on, looks slightly timid. But we just wish her the best so that she can reduce in the tempo of the game. Good service. Good pick.
18-8.
Good time from play. And it's 19.
19 for Imac now.
The services are okay from Joanita and she's doing well. I told you their strength is always in serving and they are serving very well. So if the service is on for them, they will do what the coach asks them to do. The morale is still up for Immaculate Heart because it is in the lead. And of course, St. Catherine goes on the run. And they need to chase this. Another good is still good. Kelly makes a good set. Oh, the ball is on. And
9.
It's a good one.
For St. Catherine.
For St. Catherine, 9.
19-9.
19-9. That's a big range because it is raised to 25 and we are waiting for who will come. It is 18. 18. 9. That is a point of correction. So In modern volleyball, before then, in ancient volleyball, we used to call it a half kilo. Because if you have 9 points and the other one has 18, I think
That's a half kilo.
that is already a half kilo. A full backward from Yvonne. The ball comes from Muiza.
Oh,
Muiza makes something that
10 for them. Tall
Yeah.
as she is.
Here, the mistiming of the ball. She definitely wanted to play it back, but she relaxed and waited.
And 10 for St. Catherine.
Yes.
Bad. 11 for St. Catherine now.
In volleyball, anything can happen. And remember,
Come back.
yes, there can be a comeback, anything can happen.
Maybe.
And the moment it keeps raining like this, they will call off the game and it will start afresh. That is how funny volleyball can be.
Out again.
I told you about it.
12 for St. Catherine.
18, and the rain is coming. And remember that if at all the rain comes, they will call off the game and they will start afresh. 0-0. That will be 0-0.
No.
So you have to be active enough. If you're winning a game, make sure you feel it. Immaculate at 20
for them.
at 19, I guess. They were at 18 and they didn't pass.
20.
They are 20, yeah.
Yeah.
And 12 for St. Catherine. So if the rest to 25, St. Catherine can be saved by the weather. And
13 now.
Patience fails to deliver. Of course,
The weather.
the rain is increasing. Yeah, this is volleyball. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Coach Gift.
I remember way back in when I was at university, we had some university games, inter-department, and now we led our game.
Yes.
And a team moved out of the pitch, and the fact that it was a day later, they said the rules of volleyball.
Yes.
When a game has around how many hours? 24.
Yes.
Without resuming, then it starts
The
afresh.
moment it rains, you wait
And
and
we lost.
I'm telling you, anything can happen. If at all, because the losing side will come back to the drawing board, they will rectify their errors, and anything can happen. Why not?
True.
But we can see the weather is still favorable. It says the rest of 25, who can get there before others. That is the goal right about now. But let's not forget,
But
so the
21 for IMMAC.
so the vice has got to both teams. That is the difference.
The effect of the weather.
Not really. I think athletes being young, they are slightly timid, they're anxious, they're dying to win, but it has to come with some cost. Muiza, who happens to be a good server on a good day, plays over the ball, it's a good pass, good dump, and she blocks it back. Joanne, that was Zeta tries to set. It's a good pass, good cover from Patience, looks for Yvonne. Yvonne tries a dump and it's covered, good dig. Good save from Kelly, who happens to be a good shooter, but she plays over the ball over. The rain is slightly increasing. I can assure you, in standard of it's supposed to be an indoor game. So
Time out for St. Catherine.
For St. Catherine.
And,
I think Coach Gift is slightly buying some time in order to be saved by the weather.
so that the rain could come.
But I can tell you, if you're on 22 and you're on the chest, because you can say he calls for a timeout. He doesn't talk to what athletes. He lets them jump and he's calling them back again. So technically, I can tell you that is the only thing that can save him, because it is 22-13. I think Immaculate Heart girls are 2 points away from this, and they'll be the table leaders. The other side are Trinity College Napingo, led by Coach Genesis, a player of Mutungo, of course, that is Serie B, in the Uganda Volleyball Federation League, happens to qualify, of course, with those are 6 points. They won Nyaka Vocational, and of course, won St. Catherine. So they are waiting for the results of this game, and they will be 14% Catherine. They will be crucial. I think, based on the way I'm looking at this front court, it only need be one score like this, so that they can be at the set point, that is 24, and they'll be waiting for one more point to clock to 25. It's a good dump, ball on court, so it will be a reserve. Mr. Epi Haaland, what you should remember in volleyball when we are playing concurrently and all those courts, when the ball lands on court, automatically you have to hold and we have a reserve because it might injure someone by the time someone is playing, so you have to hold and we reserve again. It's a good attack. That's it. 15-22 are the scores
and 22 for IMMAC.
That means
3 more points.
3 more points
for IMMAC, of course, and St. Catherine need 10 more.
Yes,
to revive the game,
just to secure another decisive set.
Yes.
So that means we shall be still here watching this live. Of course, good volleyball under 17, good pass from Yvonne, good set. She follows it with a good palm and of course a good kick from the libero. Good touch from the captain. They play it over. Good touch from the libero. Good play by Joanita, of course, and she tries a good block. Good dump. Good set. Yvonne tries dumping. Dumps to the setter. Plays the ball. He plays it above the. He plays it above. It's a good attack, of course, from Patience. Good set from Kaylin. Try to play it and it's slow. Can close out.
Yes.
Try to finish for him. Of course, among it is doing miracles. Actually, she is my. Can I call her man of the match, irrespective of being girl of the match? Or the man of the match. Man of the match is a title. Be sure. Be rest assured that man is a title. So she might be my man of the match. Man of the match is already a title. I've never seen women being crowned man of the match or women of the match, but
girl man.
She's doing some good.
We will call her MVP of the game. I don't want us to call her.
I want to, of course, underrate the captain, Joanita Namudu, who has also tried to grab some good,
Catherine.
who has tried to grab some good points, served well. So I cannot call Amongi the most valuable player, but they are all doing well. They are trying to play some good volleyball. And of course, St. Catherine is coming back, trying to chase this game. The points, that is technical. It's a good block from Joan. 24. You will never see her smile, even if she scores a point like this. She will never smile. You never see her smile. That's how she plays, and that's her style of play. Immaculate tackles Nyachivare. A point away to make history. They are making a substitution. Yvonne is coming out. In is on. Yesterday she was brought on to serve, and she tells her,
very happy.
Let's see whether she can play over the ball. She's very happy to play over the ball. And of course, this will automatically mean Immaculate at Nyachivale will be leaders of Pool A if they win this game. It's a good service. Wow.
And her service could win them the game. Oh, bottle 17.
That's a good service. What a service from the young
Catherine.
She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know where she's going.
She's under guidance. 17 for the serving team, St. Catherine, and 24 for IMMAC.
That is 1 point away. So good play, good catch, good set, good play over. Of course, by Joanita. Anytime round.
Yes.
I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, Immaculate at Girls Nyachivare and the leader of
that
the
it.
Yes, and they are the leaders
full time. And that celebration,
that is for St. Paul's. That is the celebration of St. Paul's, and
that was very good.
These are the schools from Kigezi region, so we expect a lot from them, and of course, so we see that things are moving on the way we wanted them. I want to say a big shout out to the people who are live on YouTube, live on Tayari West, abantu bona baguma TV, okureba emizaano egi abayefereza emirimo yabo. Okureba ensinganto zikuzaana volleyball nungi munonga, so ninyenda kubeebaza munonga abatandika nitwe side area also. Side area twine team ya Shema Girls, eriyo neza kuzaana na Kinawa High School Mugongo, kandi ezeshaha turiyo ntuza omukota finals empaka niho zishikire. Twine teams ezirigira omu Kigezi nka team ya Immaculate Heart Girls niyo yabishiki eyizire yoka kandi erigiro mu group team ya Nyaka Vocational ya Kanungu tebase kurugo mu group kandi omubozo twine St Joseph's Rishasha na St Paul's Vocational Buyanja kandi hamwe na Nyaka Vocational ya Kanungu nitureba ho team ya Immaculate Heart Girls Nyakibare kuba niyo yakwalified mu quarter finals na team ya St Paul's Vocational Buyanja kuba niyo yaza omu quarter finals the other side omu Ankore tube twine team ka Chamate tube twine team ya Manika St Catherine Girls enazo ezizire zikoreka omutinde gwa mani minonga konkatiza abasakuza amatendera agukurataho over quarter finals ntubebaza munonga ababa live TV mwena naba basakureba omupira ogu mwebare kwekumira mukutu kandi ntubakunda mnongo
kandi hati omisho gitu nyene mu omusho asinga yo kuzanaje hagati yo muzano ogwa Immaculate Heart Girls Nyakibare bambazana na St Catherine kurwo mu district ya Kazo so amazina gawe na isomero ryawe then na ekibine cyo kushomeramo
Bwana mnonga amazina ganje ni Namudi Joanita nishomera Immaculate Heart Girls School yo msini ya 3
yes webare wazana jo mpira ogu kandi nitwenda kumanya timu yanyu uko kuzanaje amana gano mugiya hino mukikora muta
webare abusubuze cyo timu yetu kuzanaje nabwo amani ga coach witu mbene Alex abena traininga abena tamamani na bucumu kana nishomero ry'iterventereza byo kosa nk'empira jazz na nebindi bene kutukoza mukuzana kandi to kuno umutima go kuteka amamani
mwena abantu abaryo kwahera bakubahajera imweka Immaculate Heart wano bagambara ki
abantu abaryo ka bakutureba na nimbagambira ngu ababa bana batakweta bo mizano keji na nimba habura ngu mweta bo mizano eja kubane bayamba kugunjira talent zanyu niche bayamba kuba expose mukora nko talent nkezi nka sport nombasa kuba exposed to the outside world
kare webare mnonga Immaculate webare no kuzanaje kandi ntubendeza kurunji omuzanero kukorataho mwongere mwamani so nukweta tambura tyo echa volleyball game kandi Immaculate Heart Girls Nyakibare yabasa kubanesinga team ya St Catherine kurwo mu district ya Kazo museti ibiri zikuratine anda cyaba kirungi konka otaferwa tukine byinje byo kuretera kurwo mezano y'amashomero ga secondary akorga kuno mu district ya Mukono ishuke ngo ishomero ya Seroma Christian High School nibyo ritebekanise kandi ritebekanise hamwe na Miryango College akande muzane ndizo area codes za UCU kandi ishuke ngo tuba turi live USSSA YouTube channel kandi turi live na Hatayari West Television ne channel bishatu kaga na mukaga DStv channel bishatu 5 na mukaga AZAM kandi niyo channel 0 na mushanju Zuku kandi channel binankaga na munana StarTimes turna Afro mobile app na FreeToAir decoders ahabwa game eji anabandi yo marangerezo wawe AP Haaland akandi tikine byinji ebyo kuretera otarugaho
Hotel eresora uhereza bwo murembo muri Mbarara City ahiba